the news. I'm really entertained by it. I should be more. I just love watching the light fade from the anchor's eyes as they pretend to care again. That's probably my favorite part of politics. Just the like, hello, good morning, yes, this is happening to you again. Your job, your commute, your kids, your wife, it's all still here. Listen up. Just that whole shtick. The gay marriage is in the news today. Thousands rush Providence as Rhode Island becomes the 10th state to legalize gay marriage, thereby totally destroying every straight marriage in America for the 10th time. UC Berkeley researchers report that men and women are different. Did you know that science is the leading cause of cancer in rats? A Republican senator said something racist today. I cannot confirm if this is true, but probably. He did not think that the conversation was being recorded. Wait for it. The conversation was being recorded. Who here is tired of the First Amendment, am I right? Here's one that did catch my eye. Archaeologists, they discovered a skeleton from the original Jamestown colony, British settlers landing in America, that had markings on it that suggested that the girl had been eaten by cannibals. Suck It Tea Party, America was founded by zombies. I just want to be the kid that I want to go on the news, and it's just my job to remind everyone who's obsessed with the founding fathers to be like, and zombies! This country was founded on Jesus Christ and zombies! Don't forget, justice, liberty, and praise. That's the intellectual level that I think I deserve in the news. Hey, look, what's that? So I'm a nanny. This is a great time of year. If you're really going to spend an afternoon, go down to Lincoln Park and you will see thousands upon thousands of nannies pushing baby strollers, just flocking the streets. And you can tell that they're all nannies because the women behind the strollers are of all different colors. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans, a lot of Indians, a lot of Jamaican women, and they're all pushing strollers with these just like fluffy, crispy white Aryan babies. Just like AAA quality babies. It kind of, to me, walking around with a stroller, it kind of feels like I'm on the set of this Stepford Wives-y type play, but on this particular evening, all of the roles are being played by understudies who don't give a shit. I feel like I'm supposed to walk up to these other women and be like, oh, hi, Joan. Oh, look at the tots. They're getting so big. Yes, they are. But I just want to be like, why do you care? Let's leave these kids. They'll start their own society, man. It's a nice day. Let's walk to the lake. It just occurred to me this week that I really think most humans behave most of the time as if they have an audience. I think that's something we all secretly think a little bit. Like you can see it on the faces of people who are walking down the street with their iPhones, the iPod, the technology. They're listening to music and they're walking. You get it. It's fine. But you can just tell that they're kind of like watching themselves on the silver screen. You know, you don't have an iPod, you're just walking along the street, shoop-a-doop, both sad, but they're walking on the street like, God damn, it feels good to be a gangster. They're living on a higher plane of existence than you know? And also, you can hear it in people who talk way too loudly on the train, as if they're kind of expecting someone to come up to them and be like, hey, I heard your witty repartee about why you find Zooey Deschanel annoying. Do you want Jon Stewart's job at all? I have an urge sometimes. I feel like my entire life is just this bad improv show and I'm the only one who realizes that there's nobody in the audience. And I just want to be like, guys, I hate to step out of the scene, but no one's here. Can we all That's a rule. If you're an equity actor, if there are more people on the stage in the cast than there are in the audience, everyone has to go home. And I just think that if there are more people on the train talking about Zooey Deschanel than people on the train who give a shit, you should have to get the fuck off the train. I'm sorry, this routine belongs more as like a crazy rant on the 22 than it does. I'm a little out of it. I spent 4 of the last 7 days on a megabus back and forth from Ohio. Megabus should be its whole own emotion. It should be a word. If love gets a whole word, if hate gets a whole word, megabus. That's its own plane of reality. I'm the kind of person where it just doesn't take much for me to just go into my own world. Like some people need LSD. If I haven't slept in 30 hours and my sugar's low and I've had a little dairy, I go to fucking space. And as luck would have it, I was next to the prepared guy on the megabus, who's also super cute, just a husky, just beardy and hairy, just like Midwestern. Like he knows where the good snacks are. Yeah, I bet you know where there's a good barbecue place. I'll eat barbecue with you, lick the sauce out of your beard while we make out in the back of your pickup truck. Beautiful. He got the $1 ticket. He was the one with the neck pillow. He had a blanket. He brought a book. He brought some Vicodin that he was willing to sell to me for $3. So here I am on the megabus, sleepless, out of my mind, next to a very attractive gentleman, covered by a blanket, not entirely sure if I exist. Do you ever not realize you're masturbating until you're almost there? Alright. No, that's one of the ones that's just me. Alright, here's a trend I've noticed in the news. There are all these people who have given up on trying to convince everyone that they're right and they're just dropping out and starting a new society. There was a huge Alabama secession petition this past September, which I think all 90,000 of the signatures are from outside Alabama, but that's beside the point. Glenn Beck is starting his own little thing, and I really think there's something to this. Like, if you have an idea, and probably you savvy people do, that you think can change the world, forget trying to convince people, just drop out and send the best stuff back to the mainstream. My people did it a while ago. That's how you got bluegrass. You're welcome. But think about it. It can control some really dangerous things. So, like, what if instead of the Holocaust, follow me, Hitler had just dropped out and gone to the woods with his 6 most attractive Aryan friends and tried to breed this so-called master race that he thought was such a great idea? 60 years go by, these people come down from the mountains with just the grossest, most inbred white babies you've ever seen in your life. They're all like translucent, just disgusting, pale, sickly, vegan, gluten-free monsters, allergic to rhythm. And I imagine that when he does this, he goes into a small village full of exclusively biracial people, because that would be the sexiest village ever. And people are just like, have a better idea next time. We're dropping out. Thank you guys, I've been Kate.
Now, tonight's worst person of the week is actually our man of the hour, President Obama. This